say your man do something for the local on a bomb found say your man do something for one can do local. What then can they and found say one and I'm on the Seneca. Now for you to open your mouth say the person be present. Now dear it is Alex said the northern region most figures and a drachum. Now I'm saying the podium and young one say MP for Quaco put in a pub can have one thing. Don't remember process election in the room very then the papa wanted a barbecan. To a sense, I will say, you didn't name the on our weekend.
It's you prepare radio station, there will be anywhere. Yeah, MP before Melons code in you. I'm fine, I've been your pay, and you're already president. I could be president.
47. But almost to be a sick market. I will almost chairman for no back, you know, beyond persuasion of grand air tot market. I'm moment to be in your cassette. As Antimaya, among 47 markets.
You knew my sick that more you my sick mood. Party composition, a new 1 month, a big for. Now we are my catcher, you say, I want your woman. But there's another can say, I want your baby. Another can, your papa, another can, and cannot quench you. Wouldn't say you to know my Dutch. Oh, paper, Jim, a bass now.
Let us sign declaration. Let us do this with the hope that we will get a peaceful election. Peaceful election will not happen because we did all this in 2020. All this and more in 2020. Council of State, Peace Council, everybody was involved.
Ghana for the one which the what it means the future is scary. I'm telling you.
I feel that for your mom na makwaba and my battle said the channel so channel din the Solid TV. Me say I say Solid TV Ghana our YouTube, Solid TV Ghana our TikTok, and I feel Solid TV Ghana our Facebook. Yeah, production at the free Ghana Ken Studio. Yeah, we are by the power of the internet. By be will be under the content. But me say subscribe to the channel first. Also subscribe and pass also the content to my on Sabeka no should be I like page or comments who ya kai say obeshare you say sharing is caring and tell a friend to tell a friend about Solid TV channel. Solid TV a channel ya Ghana na dey say yeah into politics yeah politics na from anopana no yeah the news update be bre on to ya bia try say over subscribe news update be back channel no so say na onya bi na wo share na Ghana time 7 p.m. no near the your prime programmer Shaibula Sisi many Franco Heta your transcend sinkunya kai say production team no Austin Bearman afa Jabless omona echinchim fidie no mchinchim kan no masaka video na bu nene yesi enkunya na ebusa se Ghana asumdwe ayiwumu after December 7th ye be koso akura sa asumdwe ni mu ana me se Ghana asumdwe ayiwumu after December 7th ye be koso akura sa asumdwe ni mu ana reason ne say Brian Champon wa babo ntina baba ke kansem mebria enya asumdwe ensem anano Jemtreni de ma the National Democratic Congress NDC amanyeko ne Johnson Sidun Katia enso akokan se eya ye be kwa akoto abo a asumdwe abu a aya mo make sure say political parties ne ekokonom no na se omko sign no wo se NDC for afeye hu mo wase twetwe for penny e de ma the New Patriotic Party aye Justin Frimpong Kodua wo se NDC for omo chitafo no ana omo ede akon asem ede ewu omo adwene mu MPP Babel launch omo manifesto but ahead of the manifesto launch no the youth organizer ayura Salam Mustafa enso ababonta be ka se MPP dim kunim na so omo ane boa omo pe na omo sacrifice omo victory for peace but me Shaibula Sisi me say irrespective of a political party, I will say a sacrifice of victory for peace. You best sacrifice it. Say victory in your country. Say obe wiem am me declare victory. Am we sacrifice and no for peace. You best sacrifice it. Both the NDC and the MPP. You can only govern this country if there is peace. If you care to know. Say asumdwe wo mayi mu a. E na obetimi abu o man peni say sa asomufu jua ana bo akrama onya dapre enti oman na sumdwe no ehu hia pa komo ba go so ye bedi enso ne se menhia South me se bedwani a ene woye Franka Kurofo bedi akire edema MPP Dr. Maitopuku Prempe enti why no Kofi Baboni ayentu no fo ana why no Kofi Baboni ayetu no fo enyeyi na ma be chim di ntam se why no Kofi Baboni no obie na no a ensem bia no woka oye pani but obie na no a ensem bia woka no emfa anano tan bia ebia Kwame Nkrumah ayeti asante emfa mewura politics mu ne because ye asante fo e wasante fo a omudo MPP ye wasante fo a omudo NDC ye wasante fo a omuye floating vote MPP be hia omo na ye say ye pampataku antene to abrichi bafo se brebe so tumi na ope no so nsaka botumi tumi na ye de ope bas uma amanfo bi hun se adwene pose ana wode fa Kwame Nkrumah ho a awe na Ghana fo anto abamo na de enti amse na pon da bia ye tena ye kan asem se na podium mo ye beta mpa na po asem enne ma bo odio bi na me wi a me kan asem a che na po ye be kan asem a che na po honorable candidate ano de honorable can entitled to views honorable can intimi say ba bi enkoto ya ba de emfa honorable can office okwa okọ yes say MPP 4 but say MPP 4 na no nche say boni na ponso de ye abra na ye kwa akoto aba November 4th no wow ye without the can na chi aka no na nya hwe no sa omanye fast aboni we anya ya kene Japan na ye fragbera na wo de boni we adie asa baba wure ekusa abon na cheye na wo se ye medi wachi a na po fra wo kan asem bi wo se o kan asem ba ko pe enipa 200,000 no ma ja MPP o kasa bi enipa 200,000 te kan na chitafo a ya so ken ko enya hwe no na po asa be kaye yaw na po we me twa mo abasisi a.
Finally, my family is free because of Rome Villa Estate. Yes, this estate is responsible for selling affordable litigation-free lands that have electricity, water, and accessible roads. I am so happy.
Abusha for Franco Heta Abaka. Franco Aquaba.
Many are shy with us
Now, where?
I remember not say the old Mamma Lou.
Kondo, Kobo 1 season. Kobo 1 season.
1 season.
Season, you must see a several come, me contract a moment. Mel say, Balotan, a cousin. Lukaku, Chelsea for ton almost had the call. So be a side for some parents, there be a massa. Farmers and Koyan Faned. So be a boko. And they just say,
and never they need to and come best of that.
I cast some few days. Na papaya. Thursday.
And it's Saturday, right?
Yes, yeah.
Until Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 5 days from now.
From that. I have for more share picture no and a down skin so Isaac Bodom. Na I share and Thursday 22nd August 2024. Pre-barrier service on 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Near Babe barrier and memorial service on so 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Venue no aye Lashebi funeral home. Na ya kwa kopen krabe ya ba betrase from 12 noon to 6 p.m. Lashebi funeral home on anti mesrese mpenin se ayi ohoi aye nkoja ono a ankobeko ana enema asumasi aye baaye Mr. Azeko Bodom na waje na chiri ne aye Madam Victoria Ajemai Bodom of France emane ebi mese Azek Bodom Junior
emane bi
yeah ana obri ya boa Bodom masa
brothers and sisters
Bodom brothers and sisters mahu okay other siblings or Mrs. me had me papa ya din papa ya din de ewu Daniel Bodom
papa friend
Daniel Bodom into like Payaw and
papa
family US papa ya
your friend Daniel Bodom papa ya hey
until I say other siblings and Mrs. Alberta Abrifa and family Omo Accra
yes
and the JC Frank Bodom wafa JC ono nso no okay what one number one see do and Mr. Yao Saben Bodom and family almost our London like I say yin meba Mr. Yao Saben Bodom and family almost our London Mr. Frank Bodom and family almost Accra and Madam Vera Boafo the Aku and family almost USA and Mr. Daniel Bodom Papaya and family almost USA and the Professor Kofi Nyameche Bafo Bonnie and family and sister okay almost tough. Hey,
but we are the move for announcement.
Oh, say we cross on the Alabama from September.
Oh, fine.
Now, I do when he said, or more at Tunamoton.
So, checking
no push
Tom picking,
or quite who said, you personally see US I trim, you personally see, boy, sang with France, yes, US, or say, you never call. Oh, many people are so common, you move out upon your money dinner. I want a more crap. And Tom said that she moves out, post the muting who USA phone and more year you save yourself. It was quite Dunga, may check Yenasia, say, almost started, and my friend by me to go home. Several days, but there were years, I mean, I hear for a year, or more take away. You'll be up with Jordan, you know, from but save yourself with the other black. And the Yammer this week, this week, you see, they see what Massa, you are the attention to maintain. Massa, would you be now defending? Yeah, and none more friend. I say, okay, chairman say, say, oh, I will be cut to Kujama, yeah, now, Papa, and then who say, and you know, I'm maintaining, we're living testimony. Oh, I'm maintaining, we're living legend. We are. No, only per free one. What don't we maintain a panka? Work, I'm the chief of staff. Yes, special assistant. Special. Catch your boys, I'm maintaining. I'm maintaining. Yeah, you cabaret to the amount. Yeah, cabaret to them. Franco, me person who has video. Also on our Ken, Ebekan, a poem, say, as Antachim Central, as Antachim South. Now, Omoko PM, Professor Kenatifa, the FMC. Ahinipa FM. Okay. Mamuka ye interview na pu eka sembi. Okay. Pese okwesa atiku na de eba.
Ayaje no. Odi radio station kwa na do ba ye bie wo Ghana. Na hwese obi afa de pa bi nukra ye sen. Hwe TV station ye beba tumi no na yo man FM mi nya panyi ka de Japan. The call parliament mi ko to ni dia me friend. One of you no. E friend na Berlusconi. The share now say Papa de Berlusconi. Say I say Berlusconi on the Italy. Italy now by changing Bosolo miensa. On the radio station in football AC Milan. Or the dominate Italy and the prime minister, the longest serving prime minister since the time of the Republic. Silvio Berlusconi. Oh dear. It's you prepare radio station never be anywhere there. Yeah, happy before Berlusconi no. I'm fine, been your pay and already president. The president.
Okay, see you. Yes, sir. My name is BBI and on a pay a real depending on the location. Jerry Kine. Mahuse Kedia Compare Kwale Japan is doing active campaign for the New Patriotic Party. I have no problem related to it. Because what's that is one? And then now buy out a castle so pursue me share a call. Me, it came to me say the man when he can catch us say yet then you MPP. And then Napuba. Second was say the bill you about to tell the MPP do. Waka. No matter the vilification and attacks, such system the system is fighting against him. No, Kenya Compare with Japan is willing to still lead by the New Patriotic Party. Now I know how you quack, and I'm paying for the first one of a pancas and non independence, almost of lectures or more technical universities. I would what catch almost of a password independence here, Uncle, or Yana use of a soko. And men not, and then I'm who's on a Santa Regional. It didn't come to me as a mirage or surprise. My name one abaso. So what Chelsea and loyalty, you see, Kennedy had the heart of forgiveness. Yeah. Mia, can be played with a messy kruma. But you should understand the individual differences. Was it baby what the bread doing now? MPP Abuana, or also MPP. Mashabu, the parable of the show, what I pay.
Sir, obedient. Yes, he come on. Obedient the chef will be created human.
As a Matthew 13. Yeah. The parable of the sower.
Me kai asamba minim kuti me pese me den ba omi me kwakuyi Isaiah wa be wi na kwayi Isaiah wi te me de me kai
parable of the sower was say nipa na ogu abano ebi koto nkasa mu ebi koto abu mu ebi koto asase kwaye so ne saa no ma no eni saa duaba na odua na ntinye nyini
bi mia no
what I say Kennedy campaign na oye no a parable of the sower
ade
Kennedy is the farmer
yeah
Kennedy is the sower baby a wo dua no money that is the campaign message all kada che amanfo wa Ashanti all kada che MPP for all catch Ghana for say the alternative is scary.
but will Kennedy be able to convince Ghanaians?
And you know, he's trying to preach the agenda of the new patriotic party to the ordinary Ghanaian. Saying, say, more opportunity, Ghana for some MPP for coin, no more make it 8. Yes, yeah. Now, said the Abana or the Akoko Gumna, a young Cassania Buono, some confirmed the disgruntled people of the new patriotic party. The Canadian, a question who couldn't so good pain. No more who comes so much shames would be to the pine as saying unison, consugus on you. Sabu, Kennedy buy a way campaign. May Bonabaso, he is doing a good job for the new patriotic party. Miss I must say, and Kofona Naka so many Kennedy compare with a poor campaign. I'm more regional executives, where are they?
That is Francois.
6 duly elected regional executives. Can you ask one to me, where are they? And that's not make a note, because if you look at the new patriotic party in Ashanti region, the serious compounded friction and fashion comes when you want to camp and you want the 6 rebel leaders to so camp. And in our more cast or more yard dear right park they don't want 6 people are duly elected, no one count. Now what that clear decided people Ashanti region. Only one to mean a Pomoya campaign. 6 duly elected people was not part of the campaign. The regional organizer is not part of the campaign. The regional youth organizer is not part of the campaign. The treasurer is not part. First and second vice, they are not part. Assistant secretary, they are not part.
Meaning regional administration MPP. Yes. Or bank account about cruise.
Shabu, tell some of you. Or more, when it comes to the region. The regional youth organizer, I'm not going to walk my democracy to say, easy for not catch a voters register, and about 62% of them are youth. Yeah. Never. 62% of them are you. Now you say NDC funding you to some fast one. Comes on back and you to manifesto. And then we said no, this kind of elections, no say about economy other sectors as no. The youth play an integral role, so they are targeting the youth. If you come to Ashanti region, that is the base of the new patriotic party. So many more when elections are. If they get about 75 to 78% in Ashanti region, nominal votes are in terms of percentage of when elections. You put a leader for the youth. Shall we tell you? Or you leader for the youth, and so lead the MPP in terms of this kind of campaign. It's not part of the campaign team. The original organizer, he is duly elected, young contestant, events and planning national. He's not part of the campaign.
First vice,
on Kahu,
second vice,
and Kahu. Treasurer Scawan in some way disbursement on Kahu, assistant secretary and Kahu. So if you look at 10 people who are duly elected, that's almost 6 enter this campaign team. How can you win an election whereby the house is divided?
Also I should to point to.
And then we are moving as a unit. Yeah, an army, a formidable army. Their subordinates, WO1 and WO2, no, they are having problem with the major or the captain. How can you win the election?
Franco, me pese young NAPO message na no can.
Me, Martin the person, no, me. See now, nobody na catch him. I will never ever talk about NAPO again.
I didn't.
There no car. It's a MPP for 3 ways. Only happy, bitterness, disgruntled. Nobody could transfer for the free. And one dictionary. Nipane customer. They don't look at the demerits and the merits of the matter. They feel and think that Franco MPP. We are MPP. You serve the party for long, and this is the time you hear say breaking aid, anti-bra. Then come and just flatter people, just come and deceive people. Who nyam is hard.
Napono kasa no nim kasa na say menka say and because Napono in your quest to defend him can say ya oko akrobi is it danger him can say Napo onye disrespectful name onye arrogant name or you confident. Is that the meaning of confidence? Neighbor, now I'm a corner too. We see the way I talk, my gestures and demeanor just be arrogant. Naturally saying I'm a bomb, they be a cattle. Samo Shabu Mokasa and Mokasa Boko, say be a minty. Naturally saying I'm a bomb. This is how I talk.
Obi so I thought I was to me back from now will come as me to me say na bomb. But there's a clear difference between arrogant, egos and confidence. Me suya de na say me ba betina ha. I'm very confident as some American and correct. So I don't care about the consequences. I'll tell you the reality. But we so consistently people are saying so you're arrogant. You see the voice of the people is the voice of God.
Because what I try say nipa like say nipa we me buna bomfia now ka say no you confident o say akwa ba ko no and no you confident mo kwa me nkroma no and you confident asante ni tool fu obi di camera call so no o huja nipa ko no say na na hima o say no confident na hima no say onim what is confidence and then hima woni
me kai say time no mun any running mate. You gave me a mandate when a papaya. Must say I should do running mate. Actually, 1 month when I'm running mate. Running mate then is suitable for Dr. Mahmoud Bamia. Me catch them say you have to look for a running mate who is not blemished. You have to look for a running mate who is loved by the people. A running mate who will not create problems for the flag bearer. Okay, so I'm going to catch them. Shabla Sisi, you're born according to be the running mate. Cannot create. What the emphasis at them crown education ministry or secretary defense staff. What the emphasis on 20. The day not day na outdooring, no veiling or cast I'm coming cromano. The beautiful things that you see here already nothing now. People forgot about it. They discuss the matter. Or some could pay more Western or first could be catch or say, Sana or can no credit. But as a man for now miss contested in this animal. A chain was some called for Coco Pacho. Maybe one foot microphone, yeah, a Coco Pacho. None other. Our Casano. Was say, if you look at a man paying for about Ghana, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah Boyjuma, Dr. J.J. Wallace Boyjuma, Dr. Kufuor Boyjuma, Bakuna Wewuno. Or born na pokra kan so to Boyjuma. He was say Bakuna Wewuno. Amabra ni amanye kaso yi wo yete ti wo fi ahimfi. Enge da bia make say ABI is an ordinary politician because yan titi no ahimfi na wo kasa asemu ya. It doesn't cause for worry. Once you wo ahimfi a ye chew amamra ni amane. And who kasa bia you choose your words carefully. Because see asemi who tie krowura e krowura na tete na po. E bo aka cham se beboa. Na anu a mo ba yi krowura se no na tia minim se do si tie na manfo se wo muade. Me ni se krowura na tete. I didn't tell you time na po be kasa bia no. Amanfo with issues about the content and the contents of NAPO.
Krowura as a but he spent most of his days in school.
And what did I do? I was able to see T. Another young fan say wow, now ban when that time and fam na so ban say people still able to be found squad over call you because on I for it is your duty and responsibility to mold your child. It's your duty and responsibility for your child to be a quite what there or humble. We don't qualify for Bekasa Paimo. And also quite lucky enough for him. You want to a marani and a man fee. Tell you, not just say the ordinary politician if you, but be you cut to me. None of my catch your set affairs may come to the media. I'm going to say, if you can apply, face your woman, baby, a woman to you. He has lived in the house whereby they give directions and instructions. Make come on to my say. I infame your woman. Some for they don't talk about dialogue, they give instructions. Child in the casa and some of Franco, I studio. Yes, what you are saying, a poker can. Maybe a man for them course. What say? Claudia compare with the professor who offends Silvia Berlusconi. Silvia Berlusconi on AC Milan. No, you're moving. Okay. Silvia Berlusconi, Prime Minister for Italy. And do Penny Pabacco, no, you're mafia. Penny Pabacco is the shaker and mover of Italy football. In terms of Italy politics, for established FM station media platform. Silvia Berlusconi, don't joke with him. The long-serving Prime Minister of Italy. Or a shaker, or a mover. Was it can be setting up TV radio station in this animal to who are friend Silvio Berlusconi? And see, if you look at this, I'm to baby say, Sanka, can the person be Penanka, or my yan is my be yes. I know, Diana, and yeah, no, we can be the president. Kennedy is sitting beside you. I'm saying this one, because I'm saying
NAPO no say is it ben can say Kasado because obi ato nchen now kasa say watch say who na ye bi wan the president who vice president open e bi kra say vice president na e bi lebu say wona kunjo nkuma vice president keke na enye by voting e bi say wona kunjo nkuma me say anu de we are happy say we be vice president we be the president ye na ye bibi ye no mo ye. That is the question. Or say anka kiri be the president mo na ye ya de no mo ye. That should be the kind of questions they say. We say, to the point on the sada. Hey, na me na obisam say me. O kan sem bia ke ko pacho. E chena me say abusha for. Somebody must say tu na pofu ya. Me no mon twa manifesto na e dey wan say na dey o ka bi. Mo me ntwa e na wan say o ka bi. En ko kasa manifesto. E na MPP na MPP pen for be frame ka jem say na I Franco. En so ma o ka fa na pomu say enchini ntina dem you are not being fair to him. Wan say na o ka bi. Franco me ba. O yiwa. I have found motion. Is a better pro. For my two poku prempe. Na honorable Ken we will be a or kind of powasema, no powasem. But my two poku prempe. The weakest things are or yet honorable Ken. My shut out. Sir, na me babe catch you. Che, yeah, call elections, no. Ashanti region, Omusuni. I brand the friend Douglas. One and all just swami. Man shall no man shall not swanse. Okay. And media. I wasn't part of that. Regional coordinator. After I said Ken, ebe ye constituency to year no. Na I was a Ken reps no. Ye called the various constituencies. Na ye ne delegate okasa. When we got to Mansha South, omo kan che so me meet delegates ni da. Me say chairman Tonton Mansha South chairman, when me dancing. Haruna Mansha South secretary when me dancing. I have to write a letter, copy to secretary, copy to chairman, then copy to the member of parliament, Mansha South NAPO. I have to call NAPO on phones. My friend NAPO one morning, and I'm a friend. So honorable. Yeah, person ya access to delegates almost say just a wo and all list delegates. That's the most bottom. Also, my kind is mom quine. Constituency NAPO deal. But na post sa delegate in bottom. Ebeka 1 week and ya to abano. You want to take say na post about the meeting when just our delegates in and we meet to apostolic and what threaten woman say one no about me to expect some na to about me. And the catch woman say abano and they say wo ko toilet. Obi a uti bi no dey sorry. And say wo ko toilet. No bi no obetuma ko toilet ya. Onkoje paper o ma not this digital sika no nti oso ba ne nchen na wacho be to abako ada ye ko to aba no na po constituency can say o be to batches or do me dika ko digi wo jo fel ansana o wa say afia ko before na one track bus me makwa akoto ni in block na afia ko bi mo ko to a na de chem so akoto kroboduma say CPC and some ME electoral area 6 no the in the Ashanti region constituency honorable Ken perform underperform here ayo Mansha South and NAPO honorable Ken also pen NAPO asem wadam for no the bone o ye nyina but he was not to area cause ansem we and to you be o support honorable Ken na so honorable Ken so supporting NAPO you need prove on the choice obitima ko but so wo bekata honorable Ken nako na enya nim say kayen ana na ke deserve say ye beba be fag bearer yan ye adwuma de party for some pay na papa etimi adurachi no no etimi abananum akastie o bone o ye cheye na wo sori a mo na mo lead delegation say NAPO and then let us also assure you say o run mate o no fag bearer mo ko position e say wo na wo ye e ma ye position boy ye as a fag bearer there because NAPO accession yes, so the betima ye, Emma also no fag bearer, Mobile position, yes, or may ye. Yabaka such a man for, eh, so oh, you're no slow, yes, or such a man for. Because for you to come out, say, yeah, it is Alexa Santa region, most self figures. It is Alexa, the northern region, most self figures. ana aduru ache wom na me say na po de enye mwanwa say MP for kwa akọbọpọ na po ba me kana bonten enye mwanwa say o mebọpọ say election e be wiem e be rege na po aba bonten de aba beka because obi na no na okasa to extent say say ye na nim de ye o ma beken
ni para so to won chen
e de na o ye ba beka na o no beken na for say ye man aduro so for good de ondogun ye na bon fa say ye man aduro for good na beken de ondogun wo de na o ye ka de o ye ka de o ye and for say won na mo ne sele kwa na for you to open your mouth say the person be the president na de ye de na o ye election your elections who your campaign so if the bomia and win in the frenching na message na delegate store ya e de na o ye tell us what you did. And it's a woman. I'm not looking for a better Shababona. Says your former. Yes, your former. Also, after your Cassana for Shaibu, yes, Semana youth, no, or Mugu social media, moon side to youth, no. May say, more Pesamu, more shall have faster solid TV channel in a group because of our objectivity. Or my am, yeah, bloggers, yet, Trasy, effort content at discussing with fasting figures. We are able to tune the youth mind. You catch almost I did say Nepo, you the fast and figure the deba. So person which says when you be we are trustworthy. Who be one who can say my new class oka. Kwame Nkrumah akwana wu and after so and ye. So ko ball so the ball ko ball say ya and about on live radio. And on case should be happy say one in a puna. I don't dare any choice. One na omumi no manyi cheye enti ba bi o mo start o ma ba mu hu o mo de eni obi ni asem but said the wo ye e ma frag bear se bo 10 ne de na frag bear ayi running mate kwa wo sabi e man for lebu say mo kodi awum pe o hene ba say running mate wo kwa mo tumi kukum ni pa na ka frag bear ka ono aboken ne kope no wo ka sa asem wi na ono aboken na asere na chitafo ye happy say ye do achi ye beko to aba ma obia na wa be flag bearer ye to no na ka ye otwe hu adukrom no wada ye ni politics musikada na ampo mo na yi safana pania ampo ne safana pania
na yo manager
ampo hwe na tiam agum so o se mu MP for ni pa bone for mo he Franco me say so pem ni pa bone for mo Ghana current MP before she Juma ye party, the party for position by power. More by the mother that I say, ye apply for Maslow loan. Meme ko apply be only be omoye.
Na de mo kan se mo.
Mo say ye mo ba be hwehwe near ma ye wo last collateral. Mo be inspect near mo you because mo mama me 10,000. Me 10,000. Tika ko man farmer. Now mo do ya. Na ye sa ko di mo chesa ko campaign e di amamo. Na mo break 8. Wo se o shaibu ye break 8 amoye bi. Empeni say so ami na me bi ma odi ade pie no na kweda ade ni sifo sen wo so ami wi a na me yi bia mo yem ko ja na ko break 8 me say go and break the 8 alone whatever the proceed chop it alone say the president e bi ware and the president e bi ware mo ba hwe mo yire mo hwe mo mam
president e bi ware
mo ba hwe mo yire mo ba hwe mo mam ye yem fa mo ho ye ni o mo sika da mona ma wi o ma sika mu di party co-position any 1 month ebi be fafo party co-position any 1 month ebi hu ba chiro mo you are not business people munye businessman aye party sika party nti oba bisia wadana kokko wakọ abu ewu sika so wakọ na oba bisia wada $1 million so ba be hwane sa kokko ohwane na man multiply ba be hwane $10 million na mu wi o maka che ye say mo ka che say ahoche wo mam me dey say on oboken say ahoche baby a on oboken ye papa no on oboken en kan okranche parliament per se mo kwaje bosia baby a mo say ahoche on na mo kwaje bosia o
mo dey no
mo ko fo na wi sika di aboman na mo say ahoche baby a mo kwaje ayem sika ba mo bedi mo kwaje ayem lo mo ba bedi mo kwaje we mo ba bedi on oboken woni you one kind the MPP is looting the country as if there's no tomorrow. Na mo kwaje busia ba no beti o man ja pade mo fa na wo wi aka yesa ho che o baby me wan se baby a wo se ho che wo no na wo na ho che paper wo se parliament and pass na kwaje bosiam sa ho che ko se na wo kana ka wo kwaje bosiam agana for monte me jara da be no bi what they say via Vietnam and I togo for some parliament said or more person meje bosiam Ghana fa wo kan ko ba wiase what they say or my so meje bosiam Ghana ya wo sa ho che wo man mu sa ho che wo America sa mo tu TV so radio so ka che say land na ho che wo ntinu wono de ne ma aba Ghana da be land for aba Ghana so me bosiam da next say Ghana for say you nim nyansa mo ko nya campaign platform so na mo church at am throw dey say and na ho che ba bia na ho che be on no weekend don't allow yourself say some almost cheap campaign o kwa ye bi sa cheap campaign we say na ho che ba bia a ho che ba bia and na ye pa bosia ye ko ba ye mo sa ho che no and na mo say wo say Ukraine ti a ho che London wo say Ukraine ti a ho che US wo say Ukraine ti a ho che Poland and so mo twe pen ni buka am ko akwa bosia that ben what they say Vietnam for say parliament me pass they say o me bosia kwa 100 cities wa Ghana say ana ho che wo na mo hihye pa ana ma ho che wa and the food inflation and 20.9 interest rate at that say we be there business for man you mo sorry ma bo bosika no say on the day of election mo be wiem and I say on the day of elections no mo be chisika me say send people for say special vote their soldier for say job beton ye two we ni hwiegu na ye kan a kambo say yes ma to ye adwuma pa na Ghana for award them fago
but I don't my analysis
the fago that be I was trying to be objective and tell them say
so
I want NAPO for you to say
how do be inside the objectivity but I'm really impressed. I say you see the ones I make catch you see the truth is a better pill say foul kwanwa a foul kwanwa and I feel again no ofago and I feel again
akwa channel so yeah a lot of positive stories about MPP yeah a lot of positive stories about NDC yeah the negative story for MPP the negative story of NDC and you negative say na ekoko you but mo negative story say mo kwa me nkroma na mo buzi am ene mo rollers mo am source ye beye mama so kan kokon gedegede yaye ade ye for objectivity but what say mo ba no wan kan ya your mind ye chichere now we say Franco see o say ahunche we are seeing that's why I said to go parliament so my population Ghana me say ahunche we are seeing Akufo Addo nko na timi ko bebe ya to bomb any grenade dynamite wo Ukraine Zelensky the whole coming na Akufo Addo san catching so yamwa na as shafo na tie for me say okwa channel no so a your news updates bas hourly be the news update ba to just subscribe to the Solid TV channel. Now hourly, ubenya news no one with the call mind, especially the elections. But 7 p.m. the Ghana time, don't miss our prime program. Me chamwaba, and I say I'm going for video where the Emra, but I can say Honorable Johnson Asiru Ketia. I could grant interview with Ivan Mensah on PMS First. Now I say, Sa P Council for document almost an was a fee, who said that. You
have several of them. I was Wogo. We were supposed to have held the election within 60 days. Some way, somehow, the university was on recess. NPP wanted the university students to come back. So the Electoral Commission then fixes the date beyond 70 days. We went to court to challenge it. The court never ruled until the election was over. So what type of system are we running? So if we now stumble on a document which says that these appointments are made for this purpose, are we not entitled to believe it?
Well, if you win the
election, you are entitled to believe it. You may decide not to believe it. That's your problem. But I believe that.
If you win the election, this is the same judiciary that you would have to work with. What do you do if this is what you believe?
We haven't come there yet. When we reach there, but every problem has its solution. When we get there, we get to the bridge, we'll cross it.
But you're campaigning to win elections, and it's possible you might win. This judiciary is not going anywhere.
Yes.
What would you do?
I'm saying that let us win the election first.
But you don't have a plan to what you do with the judiciary yet?
Let us win the election first. You don't share the meat before you go for hunting.
So first you say you have a plan.
let us win the elections.
You were making a substantive point before we digress into this area about what do you do with the overtures to you and to the MPP to sit for peace. You started by talking about, yes, you're admitting they're coming to you to sign declarations. Then you're just recounting the evidence in the past. Are you at the point yet where you're ready to sign a declaration?
The declaration don't mean anything to us.
A peace declaration? It doesn't mean anything to you?
It doesn't mean anything to us because all previous declarations have not been adhered to, and those declarations have not solved any problem. If you allow violence to be brewed, you have violence, whether you sign declaration or not. And so that is why, for more than a year ago, I started talking about the need for us to remove the building blocks for violent elections. So at any stage, when something is happening, I call on those who in future will call us to sign declarations to speak up so that we stop this particular thing from happening. Otherwise, if you allow all those things to build up, and you say that, let us go and play peace football match, let us sign declaration, let us do this with the hope that we will get a peaceful election will not happen. Because we did all this in 2020. All this and more in 2020. Council of State, Peace Council, everybody was involved, signing declarations left, right, center. The 2020 election turned out to be the most violent elections in the whole of the Fourth Republic.
Boss, statement of the Shabu, it's the NDC preparing their supporters' mind for war.
Shabu, that we are catching the objective. First of all, after listening to the MPP, after listening to the NDC, these two parties, almost one more can condemn now.
Condemn now.
Yes, almost one more can. You mean personally refugee, Shabu, me cannot crash you. Refugee, me.
But Franco, what Ghana still have its another peace after December 7th.
It depends. The roadmap to this kind of elections. So the Biamekato said this is the most dangerous and critical election that we are going for. The NPP are desperate in breaking the 8. The NDC are desperate in delaying the 8.
Frankly, I say, I call a similar boy, no, because I made a man qua. Signal was saying, a baby penny yes in here. A baby penny yes in here. Open the pub, I call this kind of problem. No, I can't see a cabin, a brain champion. By example, tone now was setting. And in some now cano, and a recipe for disaster, but you can't crunch. Listen, go and listen to the 3 videos of Brian Champo. But frankly, anti a software or more maim. Nana Martin and Kunya, and penny for Mokabium. And to more share Emma and these name people, only get to a mine.
Yakakakono. I'm highly disappointed in big men, especially I suffer for any peace cancer, NCC.
And frankly, and the NDC in the Tia Kuyama, and continue to be Cabana.
Son, NDC need public market, they are not going to hand power. One be also before men when they are not going to hand power to the new patriotic party. For example, like 2016. Now Ghana for are yelling for change. Now man for Nyambre. Maybe when you be decided say don't get here, when you be decided there 50 could be a champion, Mama Babon Jabaka say, can be of the first men when but it be a fast outquine so and they are not going to hand power to the MPP. Come to the Bisu Kuma.
The more a president moderator and answer for and the Catholic Bishop Conference.
Thank you. One mama was in power. Look at the way they were punching Mama left,
and then all these associations have been dissolved.
Me say, and no more.
Catholic Bishop Conference, Christian Council penning for one Peace Council for a soft for none. Mam Cassim Chop say, and to consider a treasure to Mamma. You know, I saw that you. Mamma, I say Liberia, open short, open long sleeve, and upper short sleeve. Not telling now, let's watch a video. See your rebel. The Nippon sat to us in your charity if you
The reports are turning a child if you
say one echo treat am say be de kro nbewu omo fan
so be dey info go and watch babies and cranketwa oh mun nim yan so we mind they cannot take decision for themselves ni tell monsa shall jai me say go and watch documentary US Army for catches of Iraq or Afghanistan and they are talking about war shall we embassy but a champion in some worker. He has been in the military, US military, from 2004 to 2006. Every one co-war front to that. Also, police and soldier, no. You were quartermaster, your mom, your tailor, for mom, your carpenter, or mom, so they don't go to war. Every one co-war player, he will never be beating the drum of war. I'm telling you, don't joke with it. Okay, Ghana for me, can't say, oh, not Ghana for you, say, Uncle Pound, that is our mentality. If you go to the Côte d'Ivoire, and then another day, Kufa will see National Cathedral. If you go to the Côte d'Ivoire, more basilica over 450 people every year because of elections.
I don't go na last watara.
Me say, one more basilica basilica. We should not do as if say as a Ghana
is so peaceful said. I did see Rwanda being to me see. I did see Côte d'Ivoire being to see. I did see Burkina being to me see. I said in Katiasa now cannot say. In elections, a question of football. A tray. Either you win, you draw, or you lose. Draw the neighbors of the run off. Yeah. I know a penalty shootout. Yeah. Then you decide who will win. And this is 1% much I say. If you look at these three options, they have only one option. And that is it.
Win. Anything apart from win, depend on media too. That's what I want, Diana. Apart from win, some win be bound. Apart from win, or may now will be paying on media too.
Well, I say. Because I say, almost see what court now, the court, trust court. No, I say, I was so west work on electoral commission. I said 21 days. Yes, or my Yamaku 70 days. Yes, or my court, court, train now, so and I feel almost a Japade document. I can say, yeah, best set and registration, or my 2 number. This time, dear, or my dear. Because ominous you boa eton kwata o pound who was a lesson we say o ma wini to anything apart from win and ya do as normal I started a poppy ban shabu when it can't catch us a person refugee how are you going to force abroad 120 years nan to kwesi Ghana be fine ni bisa o be fine na oba papa ya be fine you say we should not joke with our peace. We should not joke with our peace. Look at the Insama Mustafa Salam and everything. Mustafa, yeah, Mohammed.
Look at what my back name, and
I'm going with you. Yeah, Mustafa, I can say,
we are saying of
Mustafa Samit, Mohammed
Salem was one.
No, I am
Mujani was saying,
Betty, JFK, Abati Suchano, JFK Mujani, I say no.
You say,
JFK, press conference said, yeah, born people before I say no.
Me say, what our power? Our party in power. But you were running away. I question time up upon a cast security breaking. Kanda Parka. Minister for Interior catch a president security breaking. You are in power. You can't control it. Me say, leaders, Christian cards in painful. From money and this from so they should go and sign this. And this for the lawless people. Almost so Messi and maybe crown lesson or we catch on for second paper Montana. What did the unleashing violence? Their party was born out of violence. TB, their party. I did it to Mufruman, a Bassa in the Tea Party. Or said their party was born out of violence. Shaman Castle since 1992, ABC 2020, anytime I bet trouble, you need one for fee. I'm telling you, always you have issues. 1992 stolen verdict. Okay, yeah, okay. MPP from Mumpai for Crown Parliament, almost 1996. Those NDC for MPP for they have rigged the election. Yeah, 2000. Micro was say 2000 elections. Na MPP Crown winning. They still rigged the elections. Yeah, NDC in India map and Corano from 2004. Papaya, what would your friend say? Jacob he called on the elections at the Castle House. MPP for winning. NDC for the court. 2008. I'm so connected the phone read them with PBR. The figures keeps on changing. The NDC told their supporters to hit the street. And I said, you can tell us about the Caribbean bow, so and they wanted to create a certain kind of impression. They sent to question Ghana. And we only did one for free. In 2012, NPP forced a real bomb, they have to go for election petition. In 2016, it took Charlotte about 3 days for her to even make the announcement because there was a certain kind of pressure on her. In 2020 elections, the NDC have to head to court. 8 people have to die in this kind of elections.
And figures in percentage in correspondent.
After there was a Wokabi. So, idea more for free, it is not by chance. Child, it is not by chance. And I say, if you look at these political parties, they are thinking about their selfish interest at the expense of the nation. And now they are thinking about their selfish interest. Every politician have a selfish interest.
And in Musa say, Mustafa Salam. So our area, and one chair in the house of my house and the matter. All the politicians both the MPP and the NDC. Tell me passport too. Now my passport comes can you take it. Now buy a full namoko. Now yenny be kunkum ah. Messi ni po who on around back when you are in 2010, people sacrificed their lives for these two people. And then no me great nemesis, great enemies, great rivals, and whom you cover. They are good friends today. They eat and eat and eat and die and wine together because of politics. Among folk who own no man. Shaibu, I did back what means yes, anything. And to get them paying for, and to be and people paying for. What is MPP Bible party? Be also get me can you pay them with our deco. Yeah, interested in Musa said, I didn't have become.
Now, youth organizer. Instead of you to tell Ghanaians the kind of programs and policies are made as a youth organizer,
youth, no. I have to tell something. This threat and to vote to this threat and to vote. So MPP I deliver on the mandate. I'm a youth that benefit. Tell them said I'm the youth commander. These are the program party. They are bad youth to my benefit. So please. Vote my party. The whole you are there beating world drums. The whole MPP executives and you help the most incompetent person in terms of the executives are Mustafa Salam. Don't tell me. Youth organizer. We okay. Set me on muzzles. Muzzles. Uncle, yes, I friend said, I song Ghana. Uncle Ebi. Who are Moses? We are talking about ideas from youth. Ghana champ about the Kabi. Not also youth organized about the Kabi. Wouldn't say youth in your mind action. Oh, pray gem about sa now. Now, I jam Bunu Hasi. Nan man live entirely. What is your kind? Was it if Ayo and Ayo meet a fire? Or Parados also a catcher almost say they should dare them. Just you. They say, one question way too many way. Hey. I am present beside politicians. They say, if you are in power and there is war, what is going to be your achievement? Yes. If you are in power and there is war, how can you govern on a civilized country? Thank you. One now control. And then the better first war position of business are willing now conquer whereby there is no war, there is peace. Umpe. Because war bad before better they say there has to be an amendment. No. And there we trash when you say because not so you need to come to us. Now victory no. Yeah, two constitution. And I'm saying there is no serious country outside Ghana. Our interest in Ghana, or Casa Semna, or Befau serious open work left in what the Bemam. And do you think, say, MPP else Parliament, Copabosia, now the coalition, who preach war, and I'm a guy now on fat Nisika Medal, Sapphire Day. Now, one anytime there is war, the constitution becomes irrelevant. And it's put on suspension. Now, Parliament, there's war. Parliament, I bogus. Amamoni a trouble kita 20 years amamu na obi dis our military rule could be turned as an oil one a big opportunity takra de hono that's the western region hono MPP I deliver on Monday me boy ya ba ya yewe as the youth organized commander. I'm telling you sir about 62 of Ghanaian youth are in the electoral commission book. So this is what we have done for you, the youth. We've done this. When we come, we plan doing this. Want to mean can say unemployment move from 8.2 to 14.7. Want to mean can sports bet almost some say this way we try test and want to mean change them. That is a reality. More comment a Colanchi manifesto. But be a Ghana yeah, quack or twaba. Na in this Colanchi manifesto and be the Obian Quack pet or man Penuco for the manifesto at about 2000. not youth employment.
But he was able to do it.
But one of the biggest achievement on the buyer, and both the NDC MPP after my move for Umudi.
Manchester
health insurance woman. And now health insurance, I make us a Ponzi scheme. I make us a manifesto, a political party, no more Ponzi scheme or more than run on my own. Yeah, the same say baby, yeah, the same say baby, yeah, but now do a capture manifesto my one this one for two, and now correct as anti Achimaku. Yes, say, yeah, you can say plantain processing factory, yeah, exported chips, and they call Holland. Me once, yeah, factory in lightning, say my phone go soldier. I mean, the keyboard, you know, and you are doing this to the country. Hey, you have a whole member of parliament. You're trying to say, "Oh, corners here to a bit yawa," and then I great apple. And not 1 year, I suffer a pioneer. Omusu,
I would be party to say,
Omusu,
of friend DB.
now, I may say, and yes, Omu, may say,
Open part to point for my deeper MPP, I'm telling you. Open for Madame, my bamboo MPP, when I'm Baby Carter.
thank you, may say, MPP, open the wicked people party MPP. Sure, I'm a cousin, Joe. More motion too, more short man nephew. Musa say, ne ask them say, People's Forum, a station program, a ask them program. No man from the two, I have to say, yes. From 2009 to 2016, a Kensi media and also MPP. Opa, as someone making Trane 2 TV from an opportunity. Now it's a government agency advert. Ube who on the 2, Ube Tibu Asafin, Ube Tibu or Manafema. MPP, Omunya Bemua, what didn't buy what power Nimu be, and a Tabiamuna, Jennifer people, MPP in opposition were being sponsored by these people. And I don't know more than Mokai. I'm so feeling to be crowd, and it is true. And share Safara Pioneer. And a deal, and I'm for me, upon a women mobile. Ampon, Safara Pioneer, and I guess, or best send a new to make career or encourage. Because the one answer, Moto, Mosemu Yamia D4, Mose Yamia to 4. More born you say such as Samuel and Ampo will deal with one kind of correct party. I must say a wiki people party and a more Toma Ghana for. After the most say or many pabone for almost say MP before a day, any pabone for and Tiadia and I'm a country Ghana for say because of free education to Yan Trouble. Free education or more book master market. Free education now I know me I'm down for a UK chairman, my down for no papa. Was say, and I was sorry, and a Mahama, you were Ashanti region. Mahama, you have 47 constituencies in Ashanti region. You have 47 constituencies. I also made a video.
47. But almost to me and see market. I will almost chairman for no Baku, you know, beyond Peswaso, a tot market. I'm moment to me and your uncle say, Asante Maya, 47 markets. Okay. Now, the almost see Tiano. And no one kill Bibia, Drobian Cadem, may pass a catcher on there as anti for Mutiere. Baby, I have drawn an out, Brody. Kagetia market here, you see, Tanya, your mamma, dear, why I must Asante Martin Chairman. Acquire another Danko Kuford, Yabu, every single town in Asante Mamu, university, new ones, I was Yamayan, STEM, secondary education, I was Yamayan, Jackie Pramso, and when you are there, conference universities, you are accommodate. Now check it. Agenda 111 hospitals. Okay. The whole country. This man is trying to finish it for us. Okay. We are going to get it about
Mahama, a buyer when the mercy market all the constituencies. Can you tell me? Hey, why your party so good? Who went to man your Mahama best at Manamu? Wo Mahama Boo at Tosu market. We boo a Swansea market, we boo Tafo market, we boo all my tickets here. NAPO ever vice president, NAPO constituency, marketed down 16 years. NAPO see what that. Amporte market, MPP, woo. Now, me busa staff na pioneer. And no, I am chairman case. And to say an MPP now, what the money is so Asante Ray, someone to Abama. No, can't your way. Last minute to go test the movie. Last minute. So I'm intelligent. And I'm so mobile. Now, more train my mom would air when a year. na mo dia so aba be bofom na mo dia blackmail say ana ma anto aba ma ya ana MPP freeze o mo nya kwa no free education ba kwa mo ya mo dia kwan ye tu so akwan ya akwa and this free education not free and na kwa ne ko so a o to nya mo bona 6,000 7,000 prospectus and na here me ye kekechi e ko na si training college me tuya fees 5,860 nya me na dancing o wie aba betena fee because akwan so pe me kwa so ko nya me fa mo retreat o wie about that because 2021 fa fa ni form 2022 for encall 2023 for encall 2024 mo so ba ade amode ball mama tu say a net for wie o nya adwuma ye me papa John Bodu say ye be import workers o be ye adwuma ye ya nurse for o sorry a mo say ahoche o ba bia o as a means of health as a foreign ministry o say to me o mo say o percent or export and net for at the come about na ahoche o ba bia and could be there what do net for come na dem tu omuka na on net training kala ni o matuma show money here to sense o mo adwo mo pom dey aso nti o mo pe more people wo na pe bosia na the baba don Russia Ukraine and come covenant and come enti wo no wa mo bra yi a sa na be ye because Paulu mot pepper them $11 million mo charge a president Kufu attempt scare the amount of basset one koko beautify kind and o man peniba na you dem as petty kind and you inflate figures ye koje bosia IMF sikaba ni ye che ni edi ye kan mo so me nka ye mbusa said he said MPP ye nam we say person break it this is free education kwa na kwa break it because doom say the mama so we and wo free so a many power plants and then I'm not for ABC ayi na na do ne to ayi mama ne to bae enti ye musa hu say e di ade ne ye sorry ana NDC ana MPP Ashanti region they may say MDC upon home body MPP and Ashanti region mommy and chira say hey MPP NDC the oye adwumaden and ye to aban say the member man peniku for koye voter ya nya votes when e buafu mama so edim puntu amba let us show appreciation why we mommy dey ko fa say the be nation no now the san yema we edna ma na fa ko busa say so say mama ain't man build it market in order 47 consider hi mama so good when I so good no I say what my and if I go mama me person who are they be say with all and summer war drums or mobility omo we Ghana for na say oman na no mo man me say these politicians is about selfish interest. It's about their selfish interest at the expense of Ghana. Uti obiya kasa obiya himself ba mu anya mu di adododi and they don't think about the ordinary Ghanaian. They don't think about our welfare. They think about the selfish interest. What is obiya say Ghana ntina me ya dewi Ghana what I say dunka jame political party obeti salam political party almost na Ghana for better about their my Ghana for decide who they should vote for. You cannot suppress the will of the people. You can't suppress it. As not make it yeah, two when we are on the 7-8 one, you see press conferences over press conferences. Now we debate, yeah, we are burning we will problem. We will say, but Ghana in there some big Ghana in ono. Any idea? Any say blessings in your pen. There been a chin now almost Austin the baby so. Me say in 2020, you man beat war drum say you because the MPP so yeah you pa second term another fact.
So what is happening to
say amount so lose
we MPP elected ba na sidun katia de ba general secretary de ba youth organizer for the MPP no kan Pablo for the NDC no kan Malik Basintali no kan na mpanyifo in the NDC and the MPP obi e kan de so me di wi am me kan mesen aka bi me I don't want to be a refugee o e ka bia obi ntiase go and watch documentaries
na na ma info sorry o
de yetia
na asumdwe o na mutimi di mo hina ma
o de say edura si e tutuo ne ayi a obi aka che so otumi ze wo de obehu wo tumi a obetuma nya tumi wa betuma nya tumi ta asumdwe wa o ana so be count ya say
asumdwe o na mo
na wo kwa amafo be si apakan mu na wo kwa amafo be so mpaboa mu amafo de papa be hinhim hu na jabu na tise omo gina ho se tuo ba koto a amanfo be gya no mani na akuro amom gya
na sebi ahenkwa na so mo de ebe ka wo ko ne ba ana na obe gya wo
de me ka wo
ne nko
na me ka no asofofo a mo gi esika di na tight ne sa no ma no ye statistics ye tutu a
covid ba ka ba mu so wo kire mu
and the Christian
council mo yet mesumo
Christian council Islam phone nyina they should talk. They should make sure that any ekeka kono. They should say some me no can condemnable. And some more can say they soon info. Think about the Ghana first. Forget about your political interest. Next animal. We do have V8 or better. We go about motor the building name. Skill be the man guess no of Ghana phone a one which what it means or boom or working. Chabu. The future is scary. I'm telling you.
I have for Franco the hater and not in Camidin de Shaibula Sisi, Austin Bema and the Jack Kamenechi and Osaka video in the boom. God bless and so as supported. I don't do the excuse I'm by Yibishia.